Hello subscribers, welcome to a live stream of AD&D Seeker of the Silver Blades Remastered. Let's continue our save game here, doing an Iron Man run through all 6 games. Still fairly early on in Seeker of the Silver Blades. Looks like Saz is due his level up. Let's go get that. Completed level 7 of the mines last time. Alright, let's see what kind of money we have. Even 100. A long time coming for Saz. Be level 10 on the fighter. Oh, he's getting his illusionist level first. Wow. Nice. Get a 5th level spell. Let's think about this. And silver blades, what would be useful? I actually think chaos could be super useful in some of the really hard fights. I think that probably makes the most sense. Okay. Down here. See if we have anything to sell. I think we do. Oh, yeah, we do. Okay. We'll speed up messaging to make this happen faster. Oh yeah, we got lots of stuff here. Hoopak, don't need it. Ring of Wizardry, oh boy. We'll see what level it is, and I'll decide if I want it to be on the Illusionist or the Magic User. Quarterstaff +3, wow. Alright, Bracers 3. I'm going to equip that for now over the leather armor. Wand of Ice Storm. I think I will keep a Draconic dude. Oh, here he has one. Okay, let's give it to... Jimmy's going to be limited with magic items. I'll give it to Covania. And then the Wand of Lightning Bolts can be used by anyone as well. Not Wand of Lightning, but Wand of Lightning bolts. Let's give that to Zomble. Okay. Spread out a few of these healing potions. I think that's good. Covania's so overloaded though. All these scrolls. Okay, so what we'll do is check out the Ring of Wizardry. I need to go get my spells back. Also gonna go deposit some money real quick. Let's see, I had some items to put in here. Else. Okay. Go memorize. And then we'll equip the Ring of Wizardry, then we'll find out which spell levels we get. And we get 2 extra. Oh, let me see if I have any 5th level scrolls left. Doesn't look like I do. Okay. We're gonna do Chaos. And Solid Fog. Okay, now we'll equip the ring. But I've got multiple rings. So there's one Ring of Wizardry. Where's the other? Fire resistance will unequip temporarily. Oh, it's 8. Our first level spells. We get 8 additional. Holy moly. Yeah, I think it makes sense to put on the magic user. Reduce shield sleep. I mean, it won't hurt to get a shield. We'll get 1. At the level we're at, Burning Hands could actually do decent if there's a bunch of monsters in front of us. Get 1 of those. We'll get a Charm, Dancing Lights, Identify, and then Magic Missiles. Yeah, that looks good. Sleep's useless anymore. Get rid of it. Okay. Now we got to look at fire resistance. So Jimmy or Zomble or Draconic dude. I think Jimmy makes the most sense. I just have to get rid of some a magic item. I don't want to get rid of the all pike. I mean, honestly, the girdle isn't helping him. All it does is give him increased carrying capacity. Since he's a monk. Yeah, no point in that. Let's see here. Ring of fire resistance. Oops, wrong guy. And Jimmy. Limited with magic items. You can only have one ring, probably. Well, I don't want to get rid of the ring of protection +3. See what his armor class is without the bracers. This one, yeah. Iron stone, we could potentially unequip. That's dexterity. Okay, that's what we'll do. The dexterity just gives him an initiative bonus because he already doesn't get an armor class bonus because he's a monk. Hey, DFortae, welcome in. How are you doing? So who else doesn't have 18 dex? Is there anyone? Nope, everybody has on 18. Okay. And then we also have a girdle of giant strength now. So 18 con. He's wearing girdle of the dwarves. Zombo could use that. Yeah. Okay. Zero. Nice. Okay, so where's your gauntlets ogre power? I don't think I have a use for those. Unless, yeah, because the magic user can't equip those. Let me see if this counts against Jimmy's. Yeah, limited. Okay. Well, we'll probably go deposit those because it is possible to get something destroyed like that from item damage. Like if our girdle ever got destroyed. So it'll be good to have a backup of that. Hey, Howmatic, welcome in. How are you doing? Doing well here. Hey, Jimmy, welcome in. How are you doing? Recovered from a headache you had yesterday, messing up your sleep pattern, but now you're good. Well, I'm glad you're doing good now. That's awful. Headaches suck. I used to get them all the time until I got on a medication called sumatriptan. I'm glad you're feeling better. Okay. Let's see how far we are from level ups. Yes, some aren't actually that far. Like your coffee though, so you're gonna get one soon. Yeah, that's another thing that can give headaches for me if I don't get my right caffeine levels. I don't know if I think I asked you that before, Ham, and you said you just get minor headaches if you don't get your coffee. All right, let's see if we can go down to level 8. One of these levels we can't get to. Okay, we can get to this one. Number Hulks. Because of that, you watched your American friend who plays a bit of Cataclysm, but his connection, Starlink went off. So you had to refresh continuously. Oh man, that sucks. Okay, we got some ugly, ugly Umber Hulks. Holy moly, 5? Message speed back. And they cannot hit the Paladin. In the end, he played just offline. Oh man. Jimmy says, are Umber Hulks usually 4 squares? Yes. Yes, they are. I've updated the graphics of the Umber Hulks from Treasures of the Savage Frontier, so it's got the better graphics. They always took up 4 squares. Then the Secret of Silver Blades, it showed them facing sideways, so you couldn't tell they were taking up 4 squares. Which is probably why it looks that way, Jimmy. Let's see here. Yep. Light crossbow. Snipered him. Probably when they inhale, Jimmy, their belly gets too big, Ham says. Yeah, you don't want to get engulfed. The confusion is really, really rough. He surrendered. Cleric scroll. What's on it? Ah, holy word. Wow. That's a good one. Just have to know that the enemy is evil before we use it. A lot of enemies in this game are. And you got to make sure you don't have evil in your party. Good, good. Neutral. Yep, we're good. Oh, you've reached the entrance to Oswald's tomb. Okay, there's probably going to be a fight. We're up going. Tom says nothing behind your monitor, DFortae, but you must know that already. Was I getting close to the monitor? It's good that you check if the one we won't mention isn't hiding there, pulling out your cables. Put 8 on him. Resist fire. No, Draconic dude doesn't have it. Covania doesn't have it. Not sure about liver best. Got prayer. Jimmy says he may be in the walls, Can never be too sure. Care about that. Is anybody missing Phantom armor? Looks like everyone's missing it. Okay. Except Covania, he had it. I do have improved invisibility. Let's put that on Covania. And Jimmy. There we go. Oswulf's tomb. In the middle of the room are the mortal remains of Oswulf. Chest filled with equipment. There was no fight. A Gassarm, bandit mail, and cloak. Okay, that's going to be a cloak of displacement, I am sure. Already used one. Okay, Covania. It's 4. He already has one. Holy moly. Ensemble? Do you have one? No. Okay, minus 11 armor class on the cleric. Plus he can now dodge the first attack. You have found a piece of Staff of Oswulf. Okay. Well, all that prep work for nothing. No, that's not. Was it supposed to be a fight or is it random? There was probably not supposed to be a fight. I did not know that. Cast remember. Cast remember. Cast remember. Okay. Trying to think. I think that's all we need. Now we have to get down to the 9th level, but I think to get there we have to go through a teleporter somewhere. Just have to find it. Oh yeah, and I want to get my golems going again. We want a rope and a straw. There we go. The rope we'll place here. The straw we'll place there. That's a lot of enemies. Yeah, we'll allow them to flee. Minimap doesn't really, the auto map, you can see the green there. It's something I recently put in. It doesn't work that great in this area because SSI reused the same map places everywhere. So you get weird overlap. Normal maps, it'll work great, but on this, it's not going to be the best. It will show you where SSI cheated, though. You can see where they cheat and suddenly teleport you somewhere like there. Teleport scams. Hey, Zombo, welcome in. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. Yeah, minus 11 to hit on Zombo. Plus, first attack will always miss. Thanks to his cloak of displacement. Okay. Let's go east now. Actually gonna have the monk engage in melee. Get some good stuns in on these Minotaur. Ooh, 3 attacks that round by Jimmy. He's getting up there with damage. Blade absorbed 2 damage. We want. I don't remember. Level 7 may be where the room is for the teleporter, but I don't know that. Search, you find nothing useful. Really? flee from all these tedious fights. Alright, now we'll go... That's interesting. Did I do that already? I don't remember going east. Maybe I did. Go north. Map reuse scam. Here we go, more Umber Hulks. Allow them to flee, no. Javelins. Nothing useful. Straw Golem destroyed. Do hail. Poor Straw Golem. Yeah. They get taken down pretty easily, but they're actually pretty darn good overall. Wow, Jimmy missed. That's a rare occasion. Back some of these spells we cast. Alter order, straw, you moved here. Okay. Wyvern. Hey, Aegis, welcome in. How are you doing? Is that length 50 foot? Is that 50-foot length of rope you're using to make that golem? Search. Find some gems. No, we didn't. It was sacrificed. Thanks for giving Ageless a shout out, Jimmy. Assuming that was you. What have you streamed lately, Ageless? Are you on Elmanage, or am I imagining that? Attack. They can't touch us. Paladin protects us. You only streamed once in the past few weeks. Still working through. Oh, Setsuna. Okay, gotcha. You're at the end, but you think you're just a little too weak for the last boss? Gotcha. You're thinking getting a few levels and then going back and trying again. Cool. Obviously, you've already tried them. Save. Here's the broken teleporter. Great. Actually, I do want to do this, but I need to... You run away. Why did we have to run? Why couldn't we just step away? You want to enter? You run away! No! Because I know there's a big fight coming up here. Let's put aid on Draw Golem. Jimmy says that's how I was with Chrono Trigger for the SNES, but I never went back to get the level, so I stopped playing. Yeah, enter. No, I have to run. That was rather silly. We'll protect the golems. Why not? Never know. And I don't remember. I don't think he has resist fire. Prayer going here. And improved invisibility. There we go. Flatten against the wall. Ouch. Rogue Golem took 0 damage because he's immune to that. Party is surrounded by massive Umber Hulks. The invisible paladin is protecting us and those can't see. Ones on the end can attack. Jimmy says, problem with a lot of games of that era was I had a friend who thought the best way to encourage his friends to play the games he liked was to spoil the ending. So there's a swath of games I will 100% never play to finish because of that. Yeah. Yeah, that's a shame. I would ban that friend from talking about games. He made eye contact, but we didn't get impacted by the confusion. Let's see. I guess we'll fireball these. I don't really have anything else Saz needs to do. I think I'll use the wand. This will warrant using a wand. Do fire. We'll do fireball. Put it down here. Hit it, every single one of them. Yeah, that is awful. The heck kind of friend is that? He says it was a friend. It sounds like a scammer to me. Here comes the big fireball. Taken down by rope column. Oh, there's another one down there. How nice if he had a family member in Ireland. Let's see here. Short sword +4. One left. Oh, there's 2 left. Okay. Do magic missile then. Guard. Too far? Or we're out of air, corals. Okay, we're out of corals. I'm gonna go punch with Jimmy on. There we go. Jimmy says, nah, he made sure to show me most, if not all, the endings. Did the same thing with Pointscape Torment. Bunch of Final Fantasy games, stuff like big set pieces in Game of Thrones, etc. Never going to consume most of that content. Yeah, that's a shame. Okay, we're in a new area. Now we're back to the scam. That's still somewhat of a new area. Oh, basilisks. Okay. This got serious. 4 of them. Straw Golem doesn't care. Alright, Jimmy, let's use wand here. Not enough to kill him, but it softened him up. Saz can finish him off. Unless we get a really bad roll there. Oh, we did. It can do 3 to 30 damage and it did 6. That's a pretty bad roll. This should get him. There we go. Golem destroyed. Alright, Jimmy, punching them won't work. But the all pike +4 will. Nice. Backstab, 70 damage. Okay, nobody got petrified. That's a good thing. You can see a group of monsters guarding the mine shaft. Talk, charge, flee, advance. Advance. Talk. Who are you? The lead monster asks. What do you do? Tell the truth, lie, attack, or flee. Tell the truth. After you tell him about why you're here, he speaks, I'll help you. Meet your maker. They attack. Oh, that's funny. Allow them to flee? No, because they may have treasure. I don't know. Plus the paladins up front. Nothing to worry about. These are evil. Here. They put by the paladin. Can't fit on those squares. All pike. Long reach for the win. Oh, the rope golem was strangling the margoyle. Guard. Guard. Okay, now we'll move closer. Wow. There we go. Find the magical item that generates the barrier and destroy it. Nice. Let's go south. Can I remember? I think I'll go east. We'll go backwards. Must be a lot here because they didn't, they weren't overwhelmed. Oh, there's basilisk mixed in, that's why. There's one. There's only one? Okay. That spell. Like chess moving our pawns. Segment 8. Segment 9. This spell will go off on segment 10. There we go. They got wrecked. $44 damage with that. You gonna get some coffee, hum? All right. Jimmy's got to get his tea. Disbelieve Jimmy's phantom armor. Argyle surrendered. Tired of taking a beating. See if we can rest and get some spells back here. Broke down, left the party. Let's get him back. Medusa? Attack. Try to kill him from back here. Oh my gosh. This has a lot of petrify potential. Which means we're going to be using wands. Guess that's the best we can do. Failed their saving throw. Okay, no petrifies. Thank goodness. Poison vials. Yeah. Umber Hulks. Mom to flee, yes. You cannot breathe. The air's tainted. Oh, that shouldn't have worked on the golems. Prevent. Save G. You wish to dig? No. That's where the yellow canary should work. Save G. Yeah, our golems did get scammed. The original game didn't have any kind of, it didn't expect you to have any capability to be immune to that kind of stuff. So it's zero code to handle. So anytime I find something like that, a special event in the games like that, I have to program it specifically. Gold. Oh wow, couldn't flee from these. Don't want to get too close. They have to be close enough for the wand to be able to reach. Oh, that's still not close enough. There we go. Ooh, that was a good 26 damage. Ice Storm. You're back home? Alright. Jimmy's got chamomile tea. There was a limited global Twitch emote that was an animated steaming cup of coffee, but you think they disabled it? I wonder why they did that. Strange. The big threats are gone. Strangling a Margoyle. Jimmy says, I looked it up. They have limited global emotes for big events. Once the event is over, they take away the emote. Yeah, that is an emote scam. Why in the heck would they do that? That's a scam. Margot strangled. He surrendered. Hey, Draconic Dude, welcome in. How are you doing? Duke's Coffee's your favorite? Thanks for giving Draconic Dude the shout out, Jimmy. Yeah, you don't want the coffee spill emote. You're doing good. Glad to hear it. Umber Oaks. Yeah, it's a big group. Jimmy says, no, I have that one. I can't even find a record of the one coffee emote I'm thinking of. But when I saw it, then saw it was a global emote, I thought, I'll use this the next time I see Ham, but it was gone. Yeah, that's a scam. Oh, thanks for the 30 bits, Ham. I appreciate it. It's a cube crying. It looks like a cube. We haven't been confused by these in a while. Saving throws are definitely improving. It's a good thing about gnomes and halflings too. You have high constitution, they do fantastic with spell saving throws. Stockpile of gems. Ooh. I like the experience. How close are we to level up? Jimmy only needs about 65,000. He needs more. Yeah, Jimmy's the closest. And that'll be a really good level up. Level 12. And then one more level and we get Quivering Palm. Okay, so that's facing west. Yeah, we're going backwards this time. Now we're going to go south. We fled from the Medusa successfully. More stockpiles. Wait, was that? Oh, it is still a passageway. That's interesting. Huh. So SSI randomly puts in some text messages as you're walking around here. The problem with that is you ignore them because they have no bearing on anything in the game actually having an impact. They should have mixed in occasional real situations that happened where you had to actually do something based on what they're saying. Otherwise, it's just nonsense. Like you tripped over a rock. You hear someone say, "I thought I heard something." A torch flickers. Okay, the mine ahead is blocked. Attack. They don't want to get by that paladin. Hey, Mark, welcome in. How are you doing? The infamous rubble in your path. Yeah, Seeker was kind of lacking environment interaction. Just travel one-way corridors and fight randoms. Yeah, exactly. Good news is I can put in all kinds of stuff. So I could really, really improve the interaction. Question is, there's so many other things I can do. Why would I want to spend my time doing that? This is definitely fireball time. Sword of Stone Cutting. Here we go. 40 damage. Oh, there is a basilisk down here. Got him. He failed the saving throw. Jimmy says, hey, people appreciate touches of flavor. It helps immersion and makes the world feel more alive. It does. I agree. The only problem is the people that play these games have already probably played them quite a few times. So they already know what's happening, so they'll probably ignore a lot of what happens in the environment anyway. And there's just so many things to work on. Strangling the gargoyle. We'll die from strangulation next round. Mark says, I brought it up here before, but the tower eye that pushes you back down a hall, unless you have a power word blind prepared. I think Dark Queen, maybe Champions. That thing blew my mind at the time. Never really saw games do that before. Touches of flavor are great when they're actually relevant. When you're going down narrow corridor, just moving quickly and rarely see the notes till you've already moved past. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. They need to mix in some action or some real thing that happens. And then it's useful. Dude, Zomble's overloaded? He's just hit the 80 item limit that I put in. Rebel blocks our way. You hear scraping in the distance. That was an example right there. A dead end. Okay, now we need to go west. And then we've exhausted everything in this area. Attack! Allow him to flee, yes. One tedious battle gone. Okay, poison gas scam. Jimmy says, sure, but we have 100% control over that. I can understand the true commit or the time commit to that, though, where the juice isn't worth squeeze. Yeah, that's exactly it. I did do a little bit, like in Pool Radiance, I put a picture in for the garden area. If you do a search and you have updated portraits on, you can see the garden in Flan, and I put in the Etton's beds in the Stagino Gate. If you search there, you can see them. But you guys don't know that because you didn't play the game and you didn't do it. Just slowly over time, you potentially put in little things. Let's see. Yep. We're going to go back to town. And then we'll be on level 9. I need to go talk to the scammer here too. The guy that is, I'm pretty certain, Elminster's cousin. Because he's a scammer. Because I think we have all the pieces we needed. And we're going to become, yeah, Sliver Blades. Durf, that's his name. This cannot be used as a weapon. You are now Sliver Blades. Find the way to the castle and destroy the Dreadlord before he gets free. I'd teach him a thing or two if I could leave here, he mumbles. Good luck. Okay, back to town we go. You bet it's Elminster in disguise, Jimmy? Very well could be. Okay, we're going to have so much stuff to sell here. And to identify. So let's start with Liverbest. Which I haven't seen Liverbest in the chat for ages. I don't know if he lurks or if he's just hasn't been around. Okay. The Gasarm is a +2. Oh, wow. Banded Mail +5. +1 javelins. I'll go ahead and keep them for now. Bulls +1 will sell. Blade +1 sell. Banded Mail +5. So here's, we'll do a little bit of analysis on the armor types here. So plate mail generally has a better protection against anti-penetration. It's got better anti-penetration against weapons. So +1 bandit mail equals the exact same armor class as regular plate mail, except for the anti-penetration. So in general, against most weapons, plate mail will do better if you have magic bandit mail of equivalent value. However, the pluses give you saving throw bonus against spells that do damage. So like Fireball, for example. So you'll get a +3 saving throw with this plate mail +3. Whereas if we equip the bandit mail +5, we would get +5 on saving throws against Fireball and other spells. So, and let alone the +5, bandit mail is going to have better armor class, ignoring anti-penetration, than +3 plate mail. So for sure we're going to equip this. Those saving throws are huge. Let me see what our spell saving throw is. Yeah, so right now with our cloaks and rings of protection and everything, we're at -4. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. And then the +5 from the bandit mail gives us 2. So there's only a 10% chance that zombie will fail a saving throw against a fireball, flame strike, anything that gives you a saving throw. So he'll almost always take half damage from that. That is sweet. How many kills does he have? 391. Anyway, very nerdy information for you guys. Jimmy says, I like the new auto map feature. I was watching Kilgore last night and it was interesting seeing him in the same places in Flan, like a well-worn path. Yeah, exactly. Jimmy says, oh, that's interesting. If you expect a fight where your items can get destroyed, you'd opt for the +5 armor. Yeah, absolutely. Or just you want to take half damage. It's full. Absolutely. Stuff we're going to get rid of. Of course, SSI didn't implement that. I implemented. And the rules. Okay, that's it. And where are we at experience-wise? Jimmy needs 62,000 roughly. Mark says, watched Kilgore for years, but he's gotten way too frustrated, way too quick with these games over basic control stuff. Are you saying he's become a grumpy old man, Mark? That is a thing, I feel like, with playing modern games. Like, you kind of get complacent if it's got really good user interface. And I can see going back to an old game, then being like, man, you kind of get spoiled with better user interfaces. And so people would not like to play the old ones. I could totally understand that. But I always stick with old games from the beginning, so I don't I don't run into that. Okay. Jimmy says, I'm like that too. I tried playing Pool of Radiance years ago in a web-based app, and the controls immediately threw me off. I know I'd get used to them if I stuck with it, but I didn't stick with it. Yeah, and I enabled mouse. You can do this now, mouse turn on. See? For those that need more modern interface stuff, you can use the mouse. You can even navigate via the mouse, which would be a pain in the butt. I would hate to do this. But some people may like it. I don't know. I'm keyboard. Turn off. You can do both, keyboard and mouse. We're going to go back to level 9 now. Nine. What did I need to? Yeah, let's memorize real quick. Let's get our rogue golems back here. Alter order. This one right there. Slow down message speed. Okay. Mark says, I mean, it's Kilgore. He's always been a grump. But last stream I caught was a good 10 minutes complaining about not being able to scroll through the buttons on the bottom instead of hitting the letter. Oh, well, he could have just turned on mouse. Ham says, well, the Amiga, the mouse was present, right? At least think I remember that. I don't know, Ham. Some of the later games had mouse built in on the PC. I don't know if it was always like in Pool of Radiance from the beginning on the Amiga or not. Because I never played that version. I would be surprised if it was in Pool of Radiance. Because that would mean they had totally separate code for the Amiga. Because none of that was built in for a PC. It started, I think, probably around Secret of Silver Blades or something. On the PC, I'm not really sure. Yeah, last night I helped Kilgore with just a few tips. I told him, you have a thief equip another dagger in your offhand. So he didn't know you could do that. Try not to give too many spoilers. That can be annoying. He did have in his text, spoilers are allowed. Or backseating. Backseating is allowed. Blocks the way. And I know Duncan helps him a lot. Another dead end. Mark says, I always played these on the keypad for the most part. Yeah. Okay, so south we're done with. Let's go east. Splicer beast. Cannot breathe. That's really kind of a joke because you just move one square away and then all of a sudden you're okay. Your nose itches? Really? That's a description? You're chuckling at the rogue golems taking damage from foul air, yeah. Yeah, I said earlier I need to put some code in there to make them immune. SSI didn't implement any kind of resistance checks on any of this adventure spells stuff. Hazards. Do you want to go to another level? No. We're going to go north. I've literally made thousands of changes in these games. We'll go no, we're going to go west. Then we'll be in the basement. Rubble blocking our way again. Mark says, is the game narrating my life? I had literally just sneezed and was wiping my nose when you read that. Funny. It's got eyes. Eyes everywhere, Mark. Save. Stranger Than Fiction vibes, Agent says. Okay, here we go. Down to the basement. Level 12. Ah, tainted air again. Rubble blocks our way. Why am I not surprised? Stockpile of gems. And rubble. Thank goodness for fix. Okay, we'll go east. Attack. Okay, let's do a wand here. They're stacked nicely. Get some good hits here. Basilisk coming up. Okay. Uh, Another set of Medusa. It's crazy we haven't been petrified yet. Wow, Basilisk back there too. What? Oh, we got stoned. There we go. Saz is stoned. Let's see here. Use one fireballs. That's the best we could do right here. Hey, Sundog, welcome in. How are you doing? Yeah, we did. We got stoned. All right, let's see here. Um, Is that it? No, there's still a Medusa back there. Try to keep our distance. Maybe back here. One of the lightning bolts. It's gonna hit us. I don't know if this will hit us. I can't see. That'll hit us. And when we go off screen here, I can't tell. Yeah, it did hit us. We got the Medusa down. Sword of stone cutting. Alright, we're gonna have to go back due to Saztan being stoned. I do not have that spell. Temple. And that probably will be a good place for us to stop once we get him back. Hopefully he will pass his system shock check. What's his constitution? 19. Yeah, he should pass it with that. Otherwise he'll die. Which would result in losing constitution. Which we don't want. Heal. It's cured. Okay, perfect. Got him back. He passed his system shock check. Good place to stop, guys. Beware the B level, Mark says. I swear the last fight where they jump with you 2 encounters in a row is probably the second hardest fight in the game, in your opinion. Jimmy says, who was it? Jeff, who didn't pass the system shock check and we lost him permanently? Ah, good question, Jimmy. That was on a resurrection, right? See, if you fail your system shock check when you polymorph back from stone, you just die. That's okay. But yeah, someone I tried to do raise dead on failed that constitution check. And he died there permanently. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my pleasure, guys. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.